Okay, alright. Okay. Welcome. Now, I know what you might be saying. They were scheduled for every Tuesday at 4 p.m. AEST. However, that has changed slightly. A decision between that of the executive team has decided that not only on 4 p.m. AEST on a Tuesday, but also Saturday, 6 p.m. AEST. So, feel good. It's a feel good moment. You have 2 episodes of What Have We Learned in 1 week. That's quite a, thing to celebrate. You've got an entire hour of What Have We Learned in a week. I think that's more than enough to quench your thirst. So, and today we're going to be discussing Great Britain and their great contribution to history. So, obviously, we're going to have a British guy on, as I imagine they would know the best about Great Britain. Now, I don't know what historic person they're going to be. They might just be a random British guy. But we're going to see how it goes. So, 2 episodes of What Have We Learnt in a week. I'd say that's a win. That is a win if I ever seen one. So yeah. Let's see if we have our British guy on the phone. Nothing yet. Yet to pick up. We'll see. He might pick up. If not, we'll just buy some time until he does. Okay, he hasn't picked up, but that's okay. That's all right. He does. We'll wait for him. He might take a little while, but in the meantime, I would like to quickly just cover the schedule we have planned for the coming weeks. Now, I know it may seem like we were going to do it chronologically due to the fact that we started with cavemen, but that is an incorrect assumption. We are doing it however we want to do it. So that, that makes it a bit more exciting, makes it a bit more random, makes it a bit more... Every week you've got something completely outlandish and crazy to listen into. So, we do plan on, maybe discussing the Ice Age. Special guest. Oh, hello. Are you the British person?
Yeah, I'm British. You can tell by my accent.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I was just discussing the schedule. But I mean,
we're live.
What?
We're live.
Yeah. So anyway, let's begin this topic then, shouldn't we? Shall we? Yes. Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right. So obviously, being you are British, you would probably know this, but obviously the Kingdom of Great Britain came into being on the 1st of May 1770.
Good. You've got the Bing search for it.
Yeah.
I mean, Google search.
Yeah. I know this. It's a history I have pulled up. So.
Hello, I'm Britain. Hello, it's me, Britain.
So, if you could maybe just give us a little bit of background on Great Britain.
Oh yeah, sure.
As
So I grew up in the streets of Britain.
Yes. When was that?
12.
Okay.
So yeah, being a little boy growing up, streets of Great Britain.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom is infamous for being stabbed.
So how was that
as
like?
you might have known.
Yeah, how was that
I've
like?
been stabbed 24 times,
Really?
all in the same place, which is
That's
my liver, so I can't eat things.
okay. That's quite impressive, actually. The fact that you have survived that amount of stab wounds to
Or
your
drink
body.
alcohol.
Okay, and
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
okay. Well, that's more recent history.
Uh,
But I'd like to go back
I
to.
grew up in I grew up in Lancaster, which is just, uh, yeah,
Yeah.
I grew up in Lancaster, just west of the Great Britain on your Google map.
Okay.
Um, and my father took me apart one day, and he said, "You live in Britain. You're
Did
going to
he?
get stabbed at least one point in your
Hang
life."
on. Did you say
And
he
I
took
said,
you?
"Yeah,
Hang on.
I'm
Hang on. Sorry to interrupt.
okay."
Did he say he took you apart like a per like
No, as in he took me aside and sat me down and
Okay,
said
so he
something.
didn't take you apart like Pinocchio.
No. He sat me down and he said, "You live in Britain, which means you're going to get stabbed, and you
He,
need to be prepared." And
yeah.
so he taught me how to stop bleeding when I am inevitably stabbed because I live in Great Britain.
Okay. Um. Okay. That's very interesting. Wow. You know, that just it really puts some things into
Yeah,
perspective.
my my grandfather was a convict, and he was sent to Australia to mine gold.
Mm. So hang on, I'm sorry. Your grandfather. So that is. So your grandfather was around in the 1700s. Is what I'm hearing.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And so how old
There's a
is?
quite a big age gap between him and my father.
Okay. And how old is your grandfather exactly?
I'd say now he'd be around. He's still kicking today, and now he'd probably be around. Oh, yeah.
Really? And now that's quite interesting. Because that doesn't make any sense. However, look, you're the guest speaker here. I don't know what famous person you're supposed to be. Um,
I'm literally just a normal British boy.
okay, perfect. All right. So, I imagine you know that in Great Britain they, were a very big population of colonization. Um,
Yeah,
they just pillaged anyone who
I
wasn't
I
white.
liked I liked the part where they went to Australia and made people do things they didn't want to.
Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting. Now, I've got a few questions for you, if you don't mind me asking.
I like when they went to Australia and called a place Queensland.
Okay. And I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Mm,
Okay. You being British, um, how did you feel about their endless tyranny on people that weren't white?
well, I'm white.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Listen, it was a long time ago, and to today's standards, it would have been very, very not cool.
You're not
Um,
wrong.
but back then, everyone and their mum was a bit of a racist.
Okay. Yeah, really. And
Wrongfully so, but I mean, times change, and it's all for the better.
yeah, really. Well, I mean, personally, I would disagree, but that's my opinion. Um, um, and so, growing up in Britain, whenever you grew up in Britain, you said
Yeah, I've
12.
been stabbed.
Yeah, you said you grew up in Britain in the 12. What part of Britain did you grow up
I
in?
was 12 when I was born in Britain,
Okay. What
and I
part of?
grew up in
Yeah.
Britain, and I moved to Great Britain.
Okay. And what part of Great Britain did you live in?
So I've always grew up in a small town called Britain.
Okay. Let me just look that
I
up.
was, I was
Britain.
born
Okay. Hang on. Let me just check that on my. Is it a
at the
little
age
small
of
town?
the age of 10. I was born
Mm.
in a little town just off the coast of Britain called Britain.
Okay. I see. I see. Yeah. Britain is looks like a quite busy town.
Yeah, it's quite Yeah, we got some attention from time to time.
Yeah, okay.
But-
That's really interesting. Um, hang on. I'm
Wait,
seeing...
just to clarify, are you speaking about United Kingdom Britain, or are you speaking about the coast of Ireland Britain, the island Britain?
I'm speaking about the United Kingdom, Britain.
Oh, sorry, you've got the wrong guy on.
What?
Yeah, I'm from the coastline of Ireland. There's an island called Britain.
Oh, real? Okay, hang on. Let me just check. I swear, I mean, I just... Okay, hang on. Maps. So the coast... Wait, isn't the coastline of Ireland... So, okay, I see.
The west
So-
coast.
Okay, so
The
that
west
part
coast.
here, Northern Ireland, is Britain.
No,
No? Okay, well...
incorrect. Britain is in the United Kingdom.
Okay. So...
Great Britain is in the United Kingdom.
Okay, so why is all this red going around parts of Ireland as well, saying that it is... The United... I'm confused. What
See,
is...
I live in Great Britain.
Okay, so you live... What?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
live
do you
in
live
Great
in here then? You live in the United Kingdom?
No.
No.
I never said that.
Okay. Where is
live in
Great
Great-
Britain?
Britain.
Okay, let me look that up.
I
on
live in
Google
Great
Map.
Britain.
Okay, Great Britain. Okay, so did you know that Great Britain is the United Kingdom?
No, you're thinking of the United Kingdom, Great Britain. I live in Great Britain.
Okay. Where is Great Britain on the map?
It's sort of a tonal thing.
Tonal. Okay. So do you live in the United Kingdom or do you live in Ireland? Because that's the only
Sorry,
place
I
that
just
Great
sent
Britain
that
is.
to you in the Discord.
Okay, I'll check.
Um,
Oh, okay, I
I
see.
live in Great Britain.
I was sending it. I spelt it wrong, didn't I? Yeah, I did. That's my bad. All right, this is how it's spelt.
Mm.
Okay, that's just come up again with the exact same part of the map.
Yeah, no, there I am. Right in the United Kingdom, just there.
Okay,
if you
where?
zoom in, if you
Manchester,
zoom in just a
Liverpool.
bit.
Oh, I
No,
see
if you zoom in just a bit.
Here?
If you zoom in just a bit. If you zoom in just a bit. If you
Hang
zoom
on,
in
hang
just
on.
a bit.
Hang on, I see you.
Yeah.
Right
No,
there.
you'll see a place called Great Britain.
Is this? I'm looking at it.
Yep, I'm there.
That's it. Okay, let's go in
Yep.
then. Let's take a look.
Sorry,
in
is this the United Kingdom or is it Great Britain?
This is Great Britain in the United Kingdom.
Okay, you haven't listened. You haven't listened.
Okay, I'm gonna assume you grew up.
I live in Great Britain.
Okay, I'm gonna assume you live in Great Britain here. This is Great
Oh,
Britain.
that's my house.
Okay, so I this is
Those
your
are all my
house.
houses. I own them all.
Okay, which one exactly did you grow up on?
All of them.
Okay.
When I was 12, I ran a back alley crack business and got a lot of money.
So this is your street.
Yeah.
This is a very nice
that's-
street.
That's my car, the blue one.
This photo was taken. Hang on. Doesn't say the date.
Oh my god. You're sending me back in time. It's so long ago.
This photo wasn't. This is a Google Maps made sometime in the 2010s, and you said you grew up here in 12, or you were 12 or whatever.
Mm.
Um.
So I was born when I was born at the age of 12, and I grew up pretty fast. 'Cause
Okay. Do you have a date, like a year, like 1998, 2000? And...
I'm sorry, I don't feel comfortable giving you that information.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So if you were born when you're 12, how old are you now? Okay. So you're saying you got stabbed on these streets quite a lot, but
Yeah, I'd come home from school and get stabbed, and I'd leave for school and I'd get
Okay,
stabbed
where's the
again.
school exactly around here?
You just keep walking down the road.
How far down the A59?
Yep.
So you're telling me you walk down a
There
highway?
There it is. That house is the school.
What? That one?
Th-
I've
yeah.
just gone off of. Okay. So I just want to clarify. You're telling me you walk down the A59, one of the biggest highways
No,
in Great.
no.
Okay.
So if you want to look for it, like very exactly, go to the search bar and look up Stonehenge.
Okay, Stonehenge. And okay. Stonehenge. Looking that up now. Stonehenge, iconic prehistoric standing stone circle. Okay. All right. We're here. We're at Stonehenge.
Oh my god, bringing back so many memories.
Okay, we're gonna go into the
So this is where I did grade 1 to 5 of my primary school.
at Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You went to. Okay. So
Oh, there's the main road.
is this what it looked exactly like? Because this was taken in 2014. So has it gone downhill, or that's an exact replica of?
No,
it?
yep, exactly the same. Exactly the same. Not a single change.
Okay. You went to school in a historic British icon.
Oh, bloody history now.
Okay. So, okay. Do you know how far that is away from your supposed house?
It was a few K. I used to ride, so it wasn't that bad.
A few K.
I'd catch the bus if it was raining.
So you're telling me it was a few kilometers. However, this right here, that red, you see that red? So that's Stonehenge. That's where you went to school, right? Now up here where my cursor is, you can see Great Britain, where you say your house is located. At the top there. So you're located up here, and you're saying you rode all the way down a highway to Stonehenge, which is on the near other side of the United Kingdom.
Yep.
And you rode there.
It was okay though, because I'd ride.
Rode there on your bicycle. Okay. And how long did that take you?
Depending on when I left, I'd get there like, I don't know. I'd leave at 8. I'd leave at 8.
Yeah.
And then I'd get there at like 8:20.
Okay, so 20
probably
minutes.
take me about 20 minutes to get there.
Okay, hang on. I
But
just want to clarify.
Traffic sometimes is a bit crazy, and the lights are.
Okay. I just want to check something that I'm curious about. Distance from Stonehenge to Great Britain is 232.3 miles, which in a vehicle will take 4 hours and 14 minutes via the M6, which you ride your bicycle on. So essentially, what you've said to me
yeah, I
is
think you've done the math wrong there.
I haven't done the math.
See, if you select cycle there.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna press the cycle button.
If you
It said it's gonna take 21 hours and 13 minutes.
Yeah, I think some math or something has gone wrong, because it would typically take me about 20 minutes to arrive at Stonehenge from Great Britain.
Okay, I've got to ask you a question. I hope it doesn't offend you in any way. Are you actually British?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it takes you 20 minutes, or took you 20 minutes to get from Great Britain, which is 230...
Listen, that seems like a long place.
It is.
Like being born in Dubai
on a bicycle
and growing up in Dubai, it's really not that hard.
Okay, you said you were born at the age of 12 in Britain,
That's correct.
but you were born in Dubai.
Not how I see it. That's not how.
What?
You're not listening. You're not listening.
I listened to you, and you
You're
said...
not listening. I was born in Great Britain.
Yeah.
And I used to ride my bike to school, Stonehenge.
Stonehenge, which is 235.8 miles away, on bicycle.
And it'd normally take me about 20 minutes.
And it took you 20 minutes, even though here it says 21 hours and 13 minutes in total.
Yes.
Okay.
I have big legs.
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense now. You should have just said that at the start. I'd like to now cover the fact that you said you had a crack business at the age of 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I would buy and disperse crack among my schoolmates, like the grade 2s and 3s. Some grade 5s would come in, but they'd always, like, scam you. You gotta watch out for grade 5s, because they're dogs.
Yeah, okay. And, alright.
And basically, I'd just give them, like, I don't know, I'd ask for, like, 50 per square And a square is typically like, I don't know.
How much of a square crack is that exactly?
I don't know.
How many grams?
Oh, 12?
12? Okay, that seems like. So how much was that? $5 for a square?
50.
Oh, and that's 12 grams.
Yeah, so that's how I afforded all those houses.
Wow. And okay, and you went to school at Stonehenge, which isn't a building.
Yep, I attended my academy at Stonehenge.
Okay. All right. Well, I think. Well, that's very interesting. You seem to know an awful lot about Britain.
Yeah, I got an A+ in geography.
Yeah.
Because my teacher, she's very good. She said, "Hey, you're gonna go travel the world one day,
Yeah.
you boy." And that was my teacher when I lived in Dubai.
You lived in Dubai. You haven't covered this.
Yeah, so when I lived in Dubai, my geography.
When did you live in Dubai? I'd like to No, I'd like to know when you lived in Dubai.
Yeah, so when I used to sell crack in Great Britain as growing up there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I actually got quite a lot of money from that, and I spent that money on my education at Stonehenge Academy.
Okay. Okay. All right. And no, it's clearly you have turned out to be quite a knowledgeable person.
Yeah.
So I'd say money well spent. What do you do now, actually, as somebody who is of British descent living in Australia, which obviously they didn't have very good terms at the start, but obviously, over time we have really come together as one, being the Commonwealth and whatnot. So how does it feel? Do you feel like a fish out of water, or?
Yeah. So I grew up in Brisbane, Australia.
Yeah. Wait, what? Hang on. Hang
yeah.
on. No, hang on. I'd like to.
So when I was growing up in Brisbane, Australia,
Okay.
It challenged me. I was actually quite bad at geography.
Okay.
What?
What?
I don't think I've ever spoken
I'm
about
sorry.
this.
I'd like to know. Hang on. I'm stopping you.
It's actually quite
You
bad.
said okay. You said you've grown up in Great Britain. You learnt geography in Dubai. You grew up in Dubai. You graduated from Stonehenge Academy, and now you grew up in Brisbane, Queensland,
Australia.
in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't do quite well in geography in Brisbane.
Okay.
So I grew up in Dubai, and I'd get really good grades, and so I grew up in Britain, and that's where I do my crack business and get money.
So okay.
And then so with that money I went to Stonehenge, and then the money the knowledge, I grew up in Australia.
Where were you born?
Great Britain.
Okay, and at what point did you move from either Great Britain to Dubai or Great Britain to Australia? What point?
I have not moved once. I've stayed in one country.
And how did you get to Australia
I'm
and
telling
Dubai?
you, I grew up in Dubai.
Yeah, okay. Where you?
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm an Australian. I always have been an Australian.
What? All right. Next question. I feel like, some people would say Great Britain's reign of tyranny across the world has destroyed cultures that could still be alive today had they not interfered, and others disagree and say, well,
Okay.
half of our
we're going there.
half of our continent may not exist without them. And what is your outtake on that?
Yeah, so I grew up in Great Britain, so I wouldn't know a whole lot.
What?
I wouldn't have been educated.
Okay. But what do you think your opinion is on the subject?
Yeah. There's lots of people that will tell you lots of different things.
Yep.
And because that's the beauty of a nations where we can share our opinions.
Yep.
But I think my overall idea and things that I've grown to really preach about it.
Yeah.
Would it probably, and that's yeah. And it's all part of.
Think you cut out there. Rephrase that.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay. From what I've gathered, you seem to really be avoiding the question. Is that something that maybe I shouldn't have asked?
I don't avoid. I've answered every single one of your questions crystal clear.
Okay, I'm
and
gonna ask you another question. What do you
very
think about
stressed.
the racial minority in Great Britain?
Yeah, so racial minority. Yeah, so I didn't actually grow up in Great Britain, so I don't know why you're asking me about this. So
Okay.
I seem that I'd
Can
be
I ask
pretty
you another
uneducated
question?
considering that I grew up
Can
in
I ask you another
Australia.
question? Where did you grow up?
I sorry, I grew up in Australia.
Okay. All right. And where'd you go to school?
Stonehenge.
In Great Britain.
Yes.
In Britain. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Um.
I said grade 1 to 5, Britain, Stonehenge.
Okay. No, I think it'd be very it'd be a really hard mess if I didn't acknowledge all of the things that have come out of Britain that we use today. Example, the steam engine, obviously the steam train, which came from the steam engine. All of the Industrial Revolution was a big time for Britain. Now, your grandfather,
Funny hats.
okay, your grandfather probably would have been there, considering he is still alive today and was alive in the 1700s. He would have been there to see it all happen, wouldn't he have?
Yeah.
And has he
Um,
told and has he told you anything about what he had experienced?
my grandfather invented gold tooth.
Okay. I care more about the inventions that we use
It's
today.
because he was a dirty gold flinging Aussie. He was an Aussie.
Okay. Now, obviously, Britain being your home country, do you feel proud of its achievements in the past 300 odd years?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And you feel bad, you don't
Yeah,
feel...
so Britain, Great Britain, the United Kingdom, being a spacefaring species of people,
Yeah.
the advancements we've made in space technology in the last 10 years have just been astounding.
Okay.
Like watching the first rocket launch by the US and then going in 10 years to interstellar light speed travel by Britain has just been phenomenal, and I think it's really been undermined by the media.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you don't feel any remorse for the thousands, probably millions of Native Americans who were tortured, treated, mistreatment, murdered, Aboriginal, the indigenous, at the hands of Britain?
Um, I don't I feel that you're targeting Britain on me.
No, no,
I just want to say that
I'm
I'm
asking
not
your
I'm not
opinion on it.
British.
What?
I'm not British.
You said you were British when we started this. I asked.
Not once. You can go back and you can look.
I will
did
go
not
back.
once-
I definitely will go back.
I did
but
not once say that I'm in
I
any way
started
involved
this
with Britain.
podcast. I said, "Hi, are you British?" And you said, "Yup, I'm British." You definitely
If you
said
can
that.
prove to me that somehow impossibly that I
Okay,
said that,
give me one moment. I have to go all the way back to the start. It's
you
gonna be a
won't
while.
have to go that far.
I'm
You
going.
won't have to go that.
I'm going that far.
I think that's more. Today we're going to be discussing.
Hang on, let me find it.
I'd say that's nothing yet.
Hang on.
An incorrect assumption.
I've got to go a bit back.
Being you up here.
Okay. Hang on. Britain. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hang on.
Okay, perfect. Maybe discussing the Ice Age.
Okay. We're gonna get to this part, alright?
Hello, are you the British person?
Yeah, I'm British. You can tell by my accent.
Okay. Do you hear that?
That's not me.
That is 25 minutes ago. You said that. That is 25 minutes ago.
That that was my British cousin James.
Could you get okay? Who are you? And when was the transition between you and James happen?
Hi, I'm British.
Hello, are you James?
Sorry, my name is British.
What? Okay, which
Yeah,
one of you is which one of you is actually British by descent, not named British?
My half brother James.
Where's James?
He's in Britain.
Why was I talking to James at the start?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have
Yes.
James on the phone?
He lives in Britain.
No, I know, we're doing this online. Can I get James on the phone?
Hold on, James.
You said he
coming.
lived in Britain!
He's coming.
What? Do you call that?
Hello?
Hi, James.
Who is this?
I was talking to you earlier.
I've never heard your voice in my entire life.
Okay, James, are you British?
Wait, my British? What the fuck is he? What? I'm not even British. No, I don't know. He keeps calling me British. I don't know.
James, you still with me?
Hello. Yeah, I'm not British.
Okay, can you put whoever was just
I
on
was
back
born
on?
in Dubai.
Okay, can you put whoever was just
Okay.
on back on? Thanks.
Hello.
Hi, who is this again?
Hi, my name's Tom.
Okay, Tom. Who was talking to me at the start of this podcast?
That was British.
Okay, and is British British?
No, British was born in Dubai.
Are you all born in Dubai?
No, I was born in Australia.
Which one of you was born in Britain?
James.
James just said he didn't know me. He said he wasn't British.
No,
he said he was born in
James
Dubai.
James meant he wasn't British, as in he wasn't the man British.
Okay, it's James.
James is British.
Okay, if James is British by origin, can I please have him on?
Okay. I'll just put him on.
Okay.
Hey!
James,
Hey!
are you British
He's
by
coming,
origin?
He's coming. No,
what?
he's not on yet. He's coming. You can... Alright, what does he want? Are you British? Yes. Yeah, he's British.
He's British. Can you get him on?
He's making Cole's cookies.
I don't care. Can you get him on?
Is this clown still on the phone? Hello? This
Hi.
is James.
James, are you British by origin?
British by... No, I think you're talking about my friend British.
No, British was born in Dubai.
Are you thinking
I
about
would-
the book... Are you thinking about the book series British by Origin?
No, I mean, were you born in Britain? No, you were born in Dubai. But
Oh,
you
you
have...
must be thinking about the book series Born in Britain.
I'm not talking
Okay.
about a book.
I've actually
I'm
read
not
that one.
talking about a book. I'm asking if you have British in your blood. Are you British but not
I
British?
love British in my blood. Oh, it's such a good film.
Okay, cool. Alright. Who was talking to me at the
I
start?
like the part where James Franco hits his head in Spider-Man 3 in that movie.
Okay, who was talking to me at the start of this podcast?
British.
Can I have British on?
Okay, I'll put him on for you. He doesn't want to come.
Why?
He's scared.
He was talking for the first 30 minutes
You
of
called
this.
him a racist, and you also called him fat.
I never said he was fat, nor did I call him a racist.
Called me racist. Fat.
I didn't. When did I say that?
He's saying things. He's saying things.
Okay, can I just have someone on just to finish this up, please?
He's me.
Can I just have someone on? Anyone, thanks.
Hi, it's Tom again.
Tom, I don't care if you're British or not, I just want to finish this up, so I'm gonna thank you or whoever was talking to me earlier.
That was British.
Okay, tell British thanks.
What do you want? Do you want James?
I just want to finish this up, so
I'm
really
Tom.
thank.
I was born in Dubai at the
Okay.
age of 12. Grew up in Britain.
Okay.
Moved
Well,
to Britain.
okay, I've got a massive headache now, so thanks for being on the show for the period of time you've been on the show. We could have, gone pretty further into the British origin, Sussex.
Well, I'm
and-
sorry. Hold on, British wants to talk. Okay, listen here, Mr. History Nerd. I was never born in Britain, okay?
Well, okay, but you're British.
I gotta go.
Okay,
He has to go.
where?
Britain, I'm assuming.
Britain like his name or Britain like the place?
Britain, the place he was born.
You're telling me he was born in Britain?
Yes.
Can I have him on the show?
He's going.
Where?
Britain.
Can he get his phone on? I just want to talk to him.
Hold on, I'll get him. Shit. Where's my bloody phone?
Telly? What?
Phone. Hello, is this British?
No! You're British!
No, you're British!
What?
Hello,
Who is this?
I'm James.
Okay, James. Thank you for being on the show. Like I said, I mean, we could have gone
I'm
a
not
lot...
James, I'm British!
Okay. We could have gone a lot further into the history, but, you know, we ended
It
it where
wouldn't
we...
be this show without not saying anything important.
Okay, yeah, well, we said what we needed to say. We had a really, pretty in-depth conversation about somebody who, I don't know if was British or was not British, but they
I
told
don't
us...
know myself.
Okay. I want to thank you for being on the show. Thank you for joining us. And for what have we learnt? Now, I've got to ask you, whatever your name is, what have we learnt?
I learnt nothing. Again.
Yeah.
I learned that Britain, you'll get stabbed if you go to Britain.
I'll tell you what I learnt. I learnt that there is a surprisingly massive underground cocaine industry in Britain's youth. So...
Yeah, I found that quite surprising too. I was listening to the podcast.
So you weren't... So...
Hi, I'm British. I made a crack business. I'm a big fan of the show.
Alright.
I'm a big fan of the show.
Well, thank you for watching the show, man. Don't make sure to tune in next week where we... I don't know.
We'll see you then.
See you then.
And cut.
I'm sick of
That's
this
what
shit,
game
man.
theory says.
I'm sick of this shit. I'm at my limit. I'm at my limit. I can't do this anymore, man. You're driving me literally insane. I can't do this shit. I'm